the Drunk Rasslin Lounge. I'm your host, Jeremy McCaffrey, and I'm joined, as always, by none other than the designated podcaster, my friend, Jonesy.
Totally Tober.
Totally Tober.
Ready?
We're just getting started, man.
I know, man. I'm excited though, dude. This is my jam.
This is your jam.
This is my
jam.
This
is your jam, man.
This is what got me. This is what got a lot of people into WCW. So we're continuing on.
This is what got everybody into WCW, man.
Absolutely. You're right. There were some Southern fans and a few stragglers here and there, but dude, this is what took them mainstream
for sure.
And we're following up. We're keeping on our road to Bash at the Beach '96.
Yep.
The formation of the NWO. Last week we saw the man show up, Razor Ramon.
The debut of Scott Hall.
And it was real back then, man. It was like they did a good job pushing this stuff through.
For sure.
Because we thought Razor Ramon just showed up on Nitro. What's going to happen?
Well, and he did the whole thing because they didn't use his name or anything, right? And he did the whole, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here type of thing.
And I don't know if they started calling him Scott Hall yet. I mean, we'll find out tonight, but I think for like the first 2 weeks before Big Sexy shows up, they just call him the Outsider.
Yeah.
And then after a while, they start.
What's he doing here?
Yeah, what's he doing here? That old deal. Awesome.
We are on the second week of a 6-week run.
Yeah.
But it's such an important run, man. I'm excited. I'm having a blast because, see, I was not watching wrestling at this time. I didn't get back into wrestling. I mean, I had watched some when I was a kid. I didn't really get back into wrestling until, probably, mid '97.
It's a good year.
It was. I remember. Well, I remember, and I think I brought this up. But my friend Scott being like, "Man, you got to come check this out. Hogan's a bad guy, and Dennis Rodman wrestles now, and there's this Stone Cold guy, and just like, cool, I'll come see." But so I definitely wasn't watching WCW back at this time, and I've seen all the important clips, and I've seen stuff, and I've gone back and watched a lot of old pay-per-views, but I've never seen any of these Nitros.
Yeah, and it's a really cool run, and like I said, I was a WWF guy. Like, I was pretty scattershot through 93, 4, and 5, and then 96 hit, and I just started watching WWF every week. And then when I heard that Razor showed up on Nitro, I'm like, well, I'm going to go check out Nitro, because I'd watched it a couple times. I was like,
yeah.
Earthquake's on here. He's called the Shark now.
Right.
Brutus Beefcake's called Zodiac. I mean, I don't know. This is weird. Like, I don't care about Hogan.
This is too real for you?
Yeah, it was too real. Like, hit too close to home. So, but it was this that got me to start. And I don't want to talk about how great we had it when we were kids, but dude, remember on Mondays, something we didn't want to see came on Raw, and we could flip over and see other wrestling, and flip back and just go back and forth, and they were taking shots at each other. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you're never going to see that again. It was so cool.
For sure.
And this is where all that started.
Yep.
Like, this is when Nitro, WCW started taking the lead in the ratings and everything.
Yeah.
That started around here.
Well, let's not just talk about it. Let's get to it. So, guys, if you want to watch along with us, we're going to be watching. Hopefully, if you're not going to watch along with us, we're entertaining enough on our own. But if you do want to watch along with us, we are on the network. We are on WCW Monday Nitro, June 3rd, 1996. And we are going to start that in 3, 2, and play.
Go. Music.
Bow. Dude, they didn't change this intro until, had they even changed it by the time Vince bought it? Like,
yes, yeah. I think they finally changed it when they changed like the look of Nitro, which was in like 99 or 2000, right? Like,
dude, I feel like
have that different look for a while.
I feel like this was the intro the entire time.
Isn't it funny to go back and think about this? Like, Nitro's run was 6 years. Like, how much of our life do you feel like that was? Like, it felt like it was on forever,
It felt crazy. It felt big, man.
Time shrinks when you get older, I guess.
For sure.
Bisco and Scavone. Young Tony Schiavone. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that lettuce on top of his head.
Back when he still didn't know wrestling holds.
He did his best.
He did his best. He's a good announcer. You know, I remember Schiavone much less favorably than I probably should. And I don't know if that's because he was the WCW guy or because he never had any idea what to call a wrestling move. Well, and not in the way, you know, and you know, I've always given Schiavone a lot of crap for not knowing wrestling holds, and I've only recently started to appreciate that on like WWF, WWE, they just didn't call wrestling holds. No. You know, and now I heard
maneuver. That's
yeah. You know, now I also attribute that to a little bit like Schiavone would call. I remember many occasions like where Schiavone would call wrong wrestling moves. Yeah. And I think that's probably what, you know, called it out more. You know, because he is for sure the guy that would be like, oh, that big bulldog, and you know it's not a bulldog. You know what I mean? It's like clearly not a bulldog.
I always thought he was a really good at getting the story across for matches and stuff. I always am like, man, the shit he had to sit through in WCW. Like he was there till the very end, the bitter end. You know. He had to sit there with Mark Madden. He had to sit there with all the Russo shit that went on there. Like, kudos to Tony Schiavone for sure. But like, this was the time in Nitro too where they do the 2 hours and they switch commentators
in the middle of the night. Yeah, to Bischoff and Heenan in the middle, right?
Yeah. Yep. Bischoff for a while. Oh, here comes the shark. He looks like a shark.
He looks just like a shark. I thought he had his hair cut. Was he?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, he looks normal to me.
Bubba the Barber Rogers got him last week.
I just saw. I was gonna say we just saw the replay of him getting his hair cut.
Yeah. Well, they must be trying to hide it.
Are they trying to? Yeah. They regret doing that angle. They're like, never mind. Dude, what kind of normal man would just like? Why wouldn't he just cut the other side? And you know, I mean, he's bald anyway. Like, he's got the full horseshoe going anyway. Why is he so protective over that one side?
There it is.
Look, he even looks better than he looks like. He looks more normal.
Shaving the other half off. What is that, sir?
I guess it was 96. Is the mullet was still? Mm-hmm. Was the mullet still in style in 96?
No. Christ, no.
I think I had a rat tail in 96. Did you ever have a rat tail?
No. But I did.
Nah, definitely not 96.
I did the mullet to about here and probably about 89, 90.
Yeah.
Or 90, 91, somewhere in there. It didn't go very far.
I had like the Afro puff for a little while, with like the rat tail in the back. It never got like super long, but
nice. Think about bringing that back? Ever?
No, I've got the quarantine puff going right now.
I think we all do. So the shark just detailed how he can't go outside his house now because his neighbors will laugh at him when he goes to get the mail. Which
I thought he was from Canada. Aren't they too nice up there?
Yeah, they just come out and they go,
too polite.
Oh hey, it's the shark.
Oh hey. I like what you did with your hair there.
There's the shark there. That's a nice hairdo you got. I think I went Irish there a little bit.
Sure, let me go on.
I try to do Irish.
Is that racist yet?
Probably.
Is his hair still today? Why is his hair all over the ring?
Bubba's been throwing his hair everywhere. The whole time he's cutting that promo. Yeah. Bubba just
Bubba scooped up his hair?
Who knows whose hair that is? That probably fell off of Nick Patrick's head.
I was gonna say, did they keep his hair? That's super weird. And that is definitely not. Hold on. Also, that is definitely not his hair. No. Look at Tinta's hair. It's like brown. That hair in the ring is the blackest hair there's ever been. And there's more hair in the ring than there is on his back.
It fell off of Nick Patrick's head, and it grew back immediately because he's Nick fucking Patrick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We may get a count out here. Dude.
Why is Bubba so mad? Shouldn't he? All he did was get slammed once.
Look at that mustache, dude. Oh.
That's epic, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
He looks like an old-timey Western villain. He's gonna tie a damsel to the train track.
Well, I love he's got like a thick handlebar, and it almost even swoops out. But then he's also got that goatee. Like, it's not like the mustache, like with a Van Dyke.
Hey, you need to grow this Raleigh Fingers mustache. And he's like, okay, but I'm not shaving this goatee. So look at Scotty Steiner.
We saw that match last week. It was so good.
The funny thing is, every time he did that move to a jobber,
coming up, do we get to see that match again? Every time.
Mongo and Kevin Green, we're coming for you.
Your favorite. Don't make no mistake.
Think we're cream puffs? Yeah, baby. Good job.
You know, who are they going to wrestle? Are they wrestling the? Do they wrestle the? Oh gosh,
Flair and Anderson.
Flair and Anderson, yeah, the Horsemen.
I think that happens at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, at the pay-per-view, but they're building up to the pay-per-view, right?
But that's Great American Bash, so that's not going to be Bash at the Beach. We might have to make a detour and watch that.
No.
Okay, good. Oh, look at these guys.
Is that Brian Pillman?
Yep.
I don't remember him being that big.
No, they brought this guy in to be the rip-off Brian Pillman, and then he just kept doing steroids and lifting weights, so it didn't work out. You think they pitched these guys as the Steiner brothers, but not with Rick? but the Brian Pillman one can't get his headband off.
No, bro. They were like it's the Steiner brothers, but they're both Scott, which seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. Years later, it looked bad. Oh, here we go. Ming and the Barbarian.
Was that his?
Was that still his name?
I think so. Did he have her? He didn't have another name, right?
I thought it was like Simone or something.
Simone.
Yeah.
Like Raven Simone,
Simeon?
like
Simeon.
Barbie Simone.
Yeah.
No. It says Barbarian on his birth certificate.
If the Barbarian's name is Barbie,
no,
ain't nobody gonna give him no shit about being Barbie.
Oh no.
You think it says the Barbarian on his birth certificate?
Yeah. What else would it say?
Yeah. I can see that. He probably came out looking just like that. His mom's like, Barbarian!
Yes. I hope so.
And in true mid-90s WCW fashion, they are talking about Lex Luger and the Giant while there's a match going on in the ring.
Well, dude, nobody cares about this match. Look at that guy.
Is this a pee-break match?
I mean, it seems a little early for one, but I wouldn't put it past WCW.
What are the names of High Voltage?
Dude. I don't know. Does anybody know? Does anybody know?
KAOS. What's the other one's name?
His name is Chaos. His name is Chaos.
And they spelled it really good.
I don't know. What's the other one?
Double hip toss. Get out of here.
They really wanted that double elbow.
Yeah.
Oh. Ruckus.
Chaos and Ruckus.
Awesome.
Those were also their real names.
Ugh. Yeah, I need
the Ruckus, sir?
I need a pee break, bro.
All right. Well, here, I got something for you.
Okay.
So, I found a bottle of straight bourbon whiskey from Iowa.
Okay.
Handmade beneath the Iowa sky. And the reason I chose this one is because it's called Cody Road.
Oh, nice.
It's not spelled the same, but you know.
It's definitely not.
This is a Rasslin podcast.
This is Rasslin.
We mark out for this kind of stuff.
You mark out for that kind
of stuff.
Whatever.
Shut up.
I still don't watch. I still don't watch AEW.
You don't have to. You can mark out for the name of a whiskey being like a wrestler name.
Oh, all right.
All right. Cody Road.
Give me a smattering of this.
As High Voltage and Ming.
Dude, Ming's mullet's pretty epic there, dude.
He always had a mullet, but it's working overtime here. Fojo. Oh, that's good.
It's pretty boozy.
It is boozy.
I get a lot of. I get the man. It tastes like tea to. It smells like tea to me.
Yeah.
Very herbal smell in there.
A sweet tea.
Yeah. It's a little drier.
I like the Jepsons we tried.
It's good too. It's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
I like this.
Little bite at the end.
Little bit of heat. A little bit of heat on the backside. It's definitely. It still comes across. There's a lot of. It's a little.
Oh no! Don't do it, Ruckus.
Oh.
Don't do it, Ruckus.
There we go.
What are we doing? Watch out, indistinct.
How much?
Like that.
How much do you?
We're reading closed captions over here. It's great.
He's reading them.
Why
I'm
is this
not.
the first time we've done this?
I don't know, because you turned it on. Yeah, because you're going to spend the whole night reading them. Instead of calling.
Well, we would not have known what the shark was talking about had we not had the closed captions on. Oh,
double headbutt.
Double headbutt.
Chaos is it. No, and Ming was just like, nope. Deuces. Awesome. Hey, what these guys do?
The mafia kick for Ming. I don't know.
Hey, that match was cool up until the end. Oh man. Yeah, something happened right there in the middle. Like they knocked him down. They went for that double headbutt. When they came off the double headbutt, Chaos ran in there.
And Ming was pissed.
Yeah, he ran.
Threw him into the front row.
Right. Hit him, dumped him legit for real, and then kicked Ruckus right in the face. Dude. Here's that high belly to belly. That was nice. I've never seen Barbarian do something like that. Here they come, double headbutt. Right in the mouth. Awesome.
Good one.
Awesome.
I bet Chaos wasn't in the ring quick enough.
Wasn't in the ring quick enough? Yeah. Ming didn't actually want to jump off the top.
He didn't want to have to
You're supposed to come stop me off the top.
No, he just wanted to lay there and just smack Chaos or something. Here we go.
Oh.
Tag team champions.
It's the greatest tag team of all time.
Oh, man. Luger's not far removed from the Lex Express days.
Making the jump.
Yeah. That was like less than a year prior to this. So
are they feuding the
Steiners? So this happened last week. It was Scott.
Oh, that did happen last week. Oh,
Rick and Luger got into it.
I might not remember the end of last week too well.
Oh, I remember all of it. Why? You should get your shit together. You need some ice there, my friend.
Need some ice? You got it.
I'll go ahead and switch off the old beer here.
Whatever you want, man.
Cold beer here. I'm gonna drink a little bit of the Cody Road.
Yeah. Have some of that Cody Road. It's good.
What's some of that?
You're a weird guy, Jonesy.
Whatever. So, think about this, man. Think about how deep, quote unquote deep, WCW's roster is.
Okay.
They're tagging two of their biggest stars. And this is something you see in the WWF a lot after this.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see two big stars come together, tag, win the championships, break up, and then it'll go back to like a tag team division type of thing. But like these two here did legitimately tag a lot in this era.
Yeah.
And prior to Luger going to the WWF, I think. And the Steiners were, at the time, one of the best tag teams in the world, considered. Mm-hmm. So this is a big time tag division. Huh. And think about what's coming down the pike too. You got the Outsiders.
The Outsiders coming in.
It's a loaded tag team division. Harlem Heat's there at this time.
WCW. But WCW had always had, WCW valued tag teams and had actual, tag division. Vince McMahon was never into tag teams, and the WWE tag division was only ever like, there'd be rare instances where they'd end up with like 3 or 4 good tag teams at a time, but for the most part, it was always either just one good tag team, or
you got to think the heyday in the WWF was probably like 88 to 92. That stretch when the WWF was huge anyway. But
for tag divisions,
you're talking that was when Demolition was there, LOD, Strike Force, even the Colossal Connection. I mean, there was a lot of premier tag teams there at that time.
I mean, they had plenty come through, but
Steiners, they came through a little bit after that.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, the Islanders, the Bulldogs before that, I mean, the Rougeos, all that stuff, the Mounties. Yeah. We're not the Mounties. Quebecers. They always had good stock there. Mm-hmm. They just the Rockers, the Hart Foundation, they just never. Oh.
I mean, they'd go through periods. You know, I mean, there was the period.
Good chair shot, though.
Hogan's sticking them chair shots in.
I'm going to go splash your cola.
Man, get whatever you want, bro. You know the deal.
Cola. Oh, yes.
Oh, Disco Fever. Disco Fever.
Disco Fever. Yeah.
Hey, did they actually hung a disco ball out there for
They sure did.
That's amazing.
That's not... Why?
Dude.
Was he a United States champion at some point in his career?
I don't know, man. He was there the whole time, right?
Cardinals fan. Like him.
Oh, dude. Oh, let's see it.
Oh, good.
Here we go.
Yes, here we go.
Hey, dude, he's never... Who taught him that move? He doesn't...
Remember in our past life, we watched a Nitro where he just got squashed by somebody back on the Whiskey and Rasslin on your channel?
No.
I can't remember who. It was like Scott Norton or somebody just came out and murdered him.
And then look at the crowd getting into it with him.
Loved it.
He's almost over here.
And the announcers are talking about Sting and Luger and the Steiners again. Don't talk about Disco.
No, why would we talk about Disco?
Why did this guy disappear?
He didn't. He was there the whole time, man.
I know, but he never did anything after WCW. Right?
I think he had run his whole
Teddy
course.
Long, playa.
With Sergeant Craig Pittman.
Yes. Look at all the gold medals, dude. He had those. Wow, Kurt Angle stole Sergeant Craig Pittman's gimmick? I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Is Craig Pittman an Olympic gold medalist?
Look at his neck. Looks to me like he's a multiple.
He must be, man.
He won it in like 8 different sports.
eight different sports, 5 different years.
Yeah.
Craig Pittman, the greatest Olympian.
Yeah. Like we all talk about Michael Phelps. Come on. Michael Phelps has like 8 gold medals. Pittman had like 17 around his neck.
He had a lot.
And Teddy Long, playa. You got the Undertaker. Look at this. Oh, tear that shirt a little bit.
Just a little. Don't do the whole thing or Hogan will get mad.
Monday Nitro Fever. Yeah, you can't. He thought about it. He's like, I better not do that. Sergeant Craig Pittman wasn't around long.
No, I don't remember Sergeant Craig Pittman at all.
Oh!
I don't know how I couldn't counter to the arm drag.
That was so good, though.
That was insane.
My God.
He didn't fall.
What got called there? And who called it?
I don't
know. Like, I want to believe that Disco was calling this match.
Calling arm drag?
He just said arm drag, and Pittman's like, nope. And then Disco just fed back into an arm drag for him.
Well, Pittman didn't fall down and then, like, picked him back up and then got up and, like, arm dragged him.
This is great.
And now Disco's dancing.
Oh, no.
Whoa! Oh.
Almost a German.
That was a...
Oh!
Wow, power bombs, gut wrench power bomb. That was... Jeez, dude. Is Disco done? Oh, no, Disco kicks out.
I don't want to make
this match is insane, dude.
I'm only doing it because
Pittman's nuts.
Oh my gosh!
You're gonna call him
Ahmed Johnson.
Ahmed Johnson. I knew
it. He's just not nearly as big as Ahmed Johnson. He's got to be as dangerous.
He's got to be. Wait a minute. I ain't seen. I don't think I've ever seen another Craig Pittman match. No, we saw one last week, right?
Yeah, we saw one last week. We saw one in our previous life.
Headbutt to the stomach. And now what's he going to do? Grab his arm. Headbutt to the stomach, grab his arm.
Stealing that headbutt.
This is the weirdest. That's it?
Did he tap?
Oh, I guess Disco gave up before he could do anything else to him.
I give up. See that?
See, what on earth?
Then I wouldn't be able to do this anymore.
Dude.
He had to tap so that he could keep dancing.
Because Craig Pittman was going to break his arm, so he wouldn't be able to dance.
Craig Pittman was going to tear his arm off and beat him with it.
Dude, that's the dumbest gimmick I've ever seen. Like,
look at Steven Regal.
Who came up with that, man? Who came up with that finish? That is like the opposite of a good finish. Who's the finish guy at WCW? because I want to call and file a complaint.
At this point, it had to be Kevin Sullivan, right?
Yes. I mean, yes. Kevin Sullivan was
awesome.
Lord Steven Regal.
Yep, with Jeeves.
Kevin Sullivan was definitely the booker. I don't necessarily know that he was the finish guy.
Well, who knows? Was Ole Anderson still there? That seems like some shit he would have done. Look at Jeeves. Oh, boo. Where's this at? There's Cubs hats, Cardinals hats.
This
in
Springfield,
Illinois?
Probably.
Why wasn't I there?
Are you sure you weren't?
No. I drink a lot.
And when you were 16?
Well, no, not then. I have since then.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you've erased some of those.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You know what? I forgot to.
Yes.
Hacksaw.
USA! Oh, Hacksaw. Look at how slim he looks there.
Dude, talk about somebody who never changed.
No, never. Never, ever. Oh, that kid was just yawning. He's so bored with Hacksaw. Pay attention to Steven Regal. Oh, yeah, the infinity bottle.
I forgot to load the infinity bottle. So
good call. Regal looks like he's in pretty good shape there. Hacksaw looks slimmer.
Slimish.
He lost some weight. Maybe got off the gas. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know him.
I don't know, man. You think Hacksaw was on the gas?
I can't imagine there was anyone that wrestled during the 80s that did not do steroids. Except for Abdullah the Butcher.
I don't know. Hacksaw, I mean, I don't... except for Abdullah. I mean, you're probably not wrong. I feel like Hacksaw always looked pretty... dad bodish.
Yeah.
Like if he was doing steroids, he was wasting some money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I have no doubt in my mind that there's plenty of guys who wasted some money on steroids.
That's fair.
Like,
that's
hey,
fair.
If I do this, I'll get healthier quicker. I'll be able to lift more, but I'm also going to drink 77 beers a night. But heavies too, not light beer shit.
Did they make light beers in the 80s?
I think Miller Lite was around. Not that counts.
I wasn't a drinker then, so I have no idea.
Oh, Steven Regal, man. Talk about a master. Good stuff.
You know, you don't get to see, like, this is we see this kind of thing all the time on the indies, and as a pretty standard standby back in the day, where two guys, one guy would pose at the good guy would pose at the heel, at the bad guy, and the bad guy would roll out of the ring and take 2 or 3 powders before the match would actually start, and just keep delaying the match. You don't see that stuff on TV anymore.
No.
You know?
Definitely not. This is a house show match. And that's where you would see this stuff in the WWF anymore. Or even in the last 20 years.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's the only place you'd see this kind of thing. And this was a live crowd match. This is not a television match.
Yeah.
And I'll say in this era, for the next 2 years in WCW, they did not
cater to the cameras?
No, they did. They knew they were doing a TV show, but their workers were free to go out there and do what they did.
And play to the crowd?
And they would play to the crowd. Which I think there's merits to. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, but that's...
I don't know. Is that an unpopular... I mean, just that's
how
the way...
Guys all learned how to work. Like,
right, for sure.
Everybody's learned how to work.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, you know, and that's how you should work, you know. Is it... I know it's not what they do in the WWE...
But think about what.
But like, is that
you get the live crowd into this? You're going to get the crowd at home into it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure. I don't know, man.
Regal was a great heel too because for this reason.
Okay.
He could do all this pussy shit that he'd do, all this, you know, pussy heel stuff that he would do, but then when it came time to do heat, he looked like he was hurting the guy.
Yeah.
He was vicious.
For sure.
He was laying shit in. Like, he was dirty. All that stuff. Like, some of these beg-off heels, these chicken shit heels, when they got a hold of the guy, it would be finesse stuff.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be, you know, it'd be more like what Michaels would do later.
Right.
It wouldn't be dirty stuff. It wouldn't be hard-hitting stuff, and nobody fucking hit harder than Regal.
Man, you just might have made a fact there.
Yeah, for sure. And he was great at it. He was great at great facials. Always great at getting the crowd to hate him. I mean, he was an excellent wrestler.
Yeah. Well, it's that mean streak. He had such a good mean streak, and he could follow through on it. And it just makes it even better. It's that kind of thing. What do you hate more than somebody who can dish it out but can't take it? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely. You're right. He was bringing that knee. Nope, flipping.
Yeah. Senton. What? I didn't even know Regal.
Whoa. Faked him.
Pump fake.
Yeah,
big back
body. Beautiful. Bag off.
That's such a wrestler move.
Who the fuck is on the apron?
Jeeves.
That's not Jeeves. Jeeves is in the wig.
That is not Jeeves. Who is that?
It's 80-year-old Diamond Dallas Page.
Hold on, no. Who's on the other side here coming up to grab?
I don't know.
Who are they?
Did that guy feed him the 2x4 and then take it away from him?
No. He just took it. Oh, don't worry. He's got the tape. Oh, he's going to knock these dudes out.
Dead.
Schoolboy.
Yes.
Oh, he's got the tights.
Can't kick out of that.
Well,
he's got an entire roll of tape. Awesome. He doesn't even wear tape.
No. Once you tape up your fist, that makes you punch harder.
Yeah. Like steel. Yeah. Like if you hit a railroad spike with a taped fist, you drive it straight into the ground. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I've never tried. I have to remember that next time. And Hacksaw's gone. I don't know who these guys are. Oh, that's Bob Eaton.
Is it Bobby Eaton?
That's Bob Eaton.
Wow. Who's the other guy? Not. Oh.
I don't know who that is.
That was pretty good though. Trying to help us Lord Steven Regal.
But then he pulled out that tape.
Got this tape here though.
So I've seen Hacksaw do this gimmick a couple sometimes where he pulls the tape out and tapes up his fist and then starts laying dudes out. And he always leaves the roll dangling like that, and it always looks super weird. I don't know, man.
I'll tell you what. The Blue Bloods, huh?
Oh, is that oh gosh, what's his name? Is that who is the other guy? Davey Lord. No.
Lord David.
Goodness. Blears.
Blears.
I don't think that's it. Gosh, what is his name?
Blears.
So I like the way. I also like the way Hacksaw chased that dude out of the arena and then just stayed that dude double backed Hacksaw's backstage lost looking for him.
Yeah, you know.
I mean Hacksaw's dumb enough I probably believe it, but
yeah. Hacksaw got lost. I mean, it happens.
That dude came right back.
Yep. Jeeves. Look at this guy.
Goodness.
Awesome. This is a good stable, I guess. And we're pushing for Steven Regal and Sting at Great America Bash. Man, I do want to watch that show.
Well, we're gonna.
No, we're not. We're gonna watch Bash at the Beach.
Oh. Well, what's Great American Bash? When does that happen?
On the way.
Oh, is it on the way? I guess we got to watch it then.
Yes.
I didn't know there's another pay-per-view on here.
Well, they don't go 6 weeks without a pay-per-view.
Well, back then I thought maybe they did.
No, it was every month. Because WWE was doing In Your House, brother. So they had to keep up.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize there was a whole pay-per-view in here. Well, great. So we'll add the pay-per-view in.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes. Kevin Sullivan. Oh, Benoit. You're a man and a boy. Oh, these are some good matches.
Awesome.
Oh, man.
Oh, good.
Oh, I hope so. We're in for a treat.
Is one of those matches really happening right now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Kevin Sullivan, Dungeon of Doom, Chris Benoit of the Horsemen. They used to be friends. Oh.
Here we go. All right, guys. So I know there is some controversy over Chris Benoit. Yeah. We aren't going to get into it. We don't need to talk about it. Nope. My plan will be so I will provide a link to skip this match, like a timestamp in the description. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that. Anytime we come up to a Chris Benoit, we are under the impression that this happened then, and we're able to separate ourselves from watching the match and how this guy's life ended. Not to celebrate him or credit him or anything, but also we don't feel the need to wipe away history, to ignore what happened. But if you don't want to watch it, I do always try to provide a timestamp so you can skip anything with Chris Benoit in it on our show. So there should be one of those. If you don't want to see anything with Chris Benoit, of course we've been talking about it for whatever. But if you don't want to see anything with Chris Benoit, just go ahead and click down in the description. You can skip that. On YouTube, you can do that. I guess there's no way to skip it if it's...
well, we can put a timestamp in the description of the podcast.
Of the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, like a time to skip. Not a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Say when the Benoit stuff's done, you can go to this point.
Go to this. Good call. Good call. We can
just put that in there. And to build on what you're saying, at this point in time, for 10 more years, Benoit was one of my favorites, and I still think highly of his work. So I try to focus on that when I see him, and I try not to think too much about that. But sometimes it's hard to separate those two things.
Yeah. Well, and I'm the
we'll be sensitive to that for sure.
I want to provide it to the people. He I wouldn't say he was one of my favorites ever, but I was definitely. I appreciated his work.
Yeah.
And I still do to go back and watch it. But, yeah, I want to be sensitive to anybody who doesn't feel that way, who can't separate it, because that's totally understandable.
Sure. Well,
see, this isn't even him. Benoit. See, this isn't even Chris Benoit. Oh, that's probably at the pay-per-view then.
If you guys don't want to watch Kevin Sullivan.
Who does want to watch Kevin Sullivan? And who's this poor kid he's beating the crap out of?
Like
I was going to say, is that Prince Ikea? That's definitely Prince Ikea, and he is smacking this kid around.
He's killing him.
Dude.
He is, man. He's beating the hell out of him. Oh, take that, Jimmy.
Dude, he threw him into those stairs, and those stairs almost took out Jimmy Hart, too. And why is Jimmy Hart managing Kevin Sullivan?
Because he's in the Dungeon of Doom, dude. He's the Taskmaster.
Of all people who didn't need a manager, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
He needed knee pads.
Hey, dude, he almost fell out on those. Look, Jimmy Hart's like, you're going to kill this kid. He almost died on those steps right now.
I didn't ever...
Come on, baby!
I didn't ever think there was a time where Kevin Sullivan's gut was this small. And I say that as a big gut guy, it's not a big deal. But
you're a big fan of fat guys. So what you're saying is this is your least favorite Kevin Sullivan.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't you remember watching him do that double stomp? You're like, yeah, fuck that, dude. Because he's just a fat guy doing it. The trio, whoa, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of feel like this is pretty much where Kevin Sullivan always was.
Oh man, I think he got way bigger.
There it is. Oh, dude, double stomp. Hey,
just a regular thing now.
Dude, he's been beating the piss out of Prince Ikea. That still looked like the worst part.
Well, it had to have been. I don't know. He smacked the shit out of him a few times. So.
Way to go, Kevin Sullivan. In your red and yellow.
Florida guy.
Dude.
That was a body territory, too. Even though Dusty came from there.
I was going to say, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because whoever came out of Florida that had a body.
Everybody but Dusty, I think.
And Sullivan and...
Sullivan had a body, sort of, at one point in time. He wasn't always that girthed.
He's a little guy, too.
That's true.
He always worked like a giant. Like I've never seen him sell for anybody.
No.
Except Hogan.
Well, he always did the demonic thing. He did that for a long time. He did that in Florida. Like when, Florida Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling from Florida. Like he did the demonic Taskmaster thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Kevin Sullivan.
You love it.
Oh, dude. Look at Jimmy. He's out of breath. Looks out of breath. Hey, Jimmy.
I'm sure he's out of breath. He's been running around trying to get Taskmaster not to kill Prince Ikea for 10 minutes.
I just saw.
Come on, baby. Just the key. Got his whole life ahead of him.
I just saw.
Come on, baby. He's got family.
I just saw Jimmy Hart on an episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
Yep.
Good show. And he looks exactly the same. Because he's always got those sunglasses. He's got that same mustache and soul patch and the same hairdo. He's got
the, what do they call that hairdo?
Awesome?
Not the Van Dyke. It's not a Van Dyke.
Like a pompadour?
Pompadour, yeah. It's the pompadour. Yeah. Dude, you don't just wear pompadour
and then get rid of it
for 47 years of your life and then get rid of it just because you turned 48, bro.
That's true.
Like,
yeah, you're right. He was born with that pompadour. God damn it, he's gonna die with it.
There you go. That's where I'd be at, man. Like, what else is he gonna do?
Yeah, dude, you're right. No, I never thought of it that way. He took his glasses off. What does he look
like?
What? Oh.
He's very sleepy.
He hasn't slept in 8 days. He had a big Thunder in Paradise shoot that week with the Hulkster.
Dude, put your glasses back on, Jimmy.
Yeah, for Christ's sake.
Man. You know who else I always felt?
Like hell, you got bags under your eyes.
I always felt that way about like later.
Oh yes.
Oh good.
How much fun would that have been? We gotta go back and watch that too.
Dude, this match, Fall Brawl and Pillman and
Pillman and Kevin Sullivan.
I respect you, Booker man.
Oh,
that was the respect match.
That was. You're right.
Yeah. That was a respect match.
That's when he was trying to do the thing, the real thing, and jump sides and be a spy or whatever. At least that's what he said.
Well, that was just when he was doing the. He was coming up with the loose cannon gimmick, and who knows whatever was work.
Brian
Well, I mean,
Coleman's head.
Well, no, just who knows who. Well, that too, but. Whoever knows, because that's totally one of those things where all that crazy stuff would happen, and then people would bitch about it. But then, now years later, they're all like, "Oh no, that was work. He talked about that with us, and like, so we'll never really know what was work and what wasn't with Pillman.
Right.
The only one who's ever been. The only one I've ever kind of believed was Mick Foley at one point, because Mick Foley was like, Pillman was doing this stuff one time. What? Rock and Roll Express.
What?
Yeah, man. Whoa. Whoa. It's Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson Zombie. Dude, what's wrong with Robert Gibson, dude?
Both of them. What?
Look, hold on. No. Look at Robert Gibson.
Listen. He looks like Joe Flaherty from from Happy Gilmore. Don't miss it, jackass.
Oh man,
Joe Flaherty of SCTV fame. Yes.
Well, are we really
wearing the Carolina Panthers?
Hey, are we really getting Rock and Roll Express and the Horsemen on Nitro, dude?
Why wouldn't we? Nobody cared about Flair at this point in time.
It just shows you like where the mindset of the company was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Arn Anderson's wearing a
what's Flair doing? He like ran away, came back. Oh, are they making fun of McMichaels?
So Anderson's wearing the McMichaels jersey, and Flair's got the Kevin Green Carolina jersey on.
Hey, if Anderson had worn a football jersey to the ring in WWE, he'd probably still be there main eventing shows.
That's probably true.
Like that's the best Anderson's ever looked.
Dude,
Anderson, I mean, I've always liked Anderson's body type. Okay,
yeah.
But like if Vince had seen if Vince couldn't see Anderson's belly, Anderson would have main evented Mania with Hogan. At least once.
You might be right about that. He can't get the damn thing off. Hey,
God, what happened to him?
I don't know if Anderson made it out of '96. Like. He didn't
I don't think he did.
in '97.
I don't think he did.
So, This is the
I think it was
towards the end of his
towards
career,
the end,
which is too bad.
Well, it's got to be the NWO was a thing. Remember because he gave not a spot. My spot
to Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, and then like 2 weeks later, he turned and joined the NWO.
He had retired, though, when he gave my spot away.
Was that really?
Yeah. Yep.
I thought that was all the same night.
No, he had retired.
Hold on, what is this?
What's the timer?
We're counting down to...
the ring's going to explode.
No, we're counting down to the...
the second hour?
The second hour.
Great.
So at least there's a little... So you put this match on, you hope it holds your, you know what I mean? It's not just like, hey, we'll just throw this match on TV because who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him that a little bit.
Here's what I want to know. There's no way either of the guys from the Rock and Roll Express are older than Flair here, right?
Oh, I bet they. I don't know. Yeah,
Like
they both look like it.
That's what I was going to say. Like these guys look like they were brought out of a grave. Oh, we got off the pyro during a match for the second hour of Nitro.
Second hour Nitro. You know what that means.
Oh, does it? Yes.
You know what that means.
You're right. Oh, mellow corn. Great.
It means we got to do a little shot for the transition.
I like this, too. Sonny Ono's table's still out there.
Oh, man.
God heaven.
Jonesy, welcome to the second hour of Nitro.
Cheers, brother. Little mellow corn. Why did I drink it all at once?
It's so corny. Dude, it tastes like an actual cornfield.
Oh my God, it does.
Like I can taste the dirt. I can taste the corn. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like Did you ever
God, I hope not.
Husk. What do they do?
Detasseler.
Detassel. Were you ever Detasseler?
No, I did not.
It tastes like detasseling. That's what mellow corn tastes like.
It tastes like labor.
It tastes like detasseling
and being underpaid.
It tastes like
child labor.
It tastes like 108 degrees in an Illinois humidity.
Ooh, man.
With the wind blowing and the dirt kicking up the dirt.
There's no way that was that bad last
You
time.
could
Like, did that get worse with age?
I like it.
Oh, good God Almighty!
God Almighty!
Yes. Flair backdrop.
Sorry,
Rick
I'm
Morton,
still enjoying
Joe Flaherty. Hey, Shooter, you want to go to Sizzler later? I'm buying.
You want to go to Sizzler and get some grub?
My treat. Yes. Nancy Benoit, Liz at the Sonny Ono table, which is still there for some reason.
Is that the Sonny Ono table? That's the Horseman buffet.
Oh, I thought Sonny Ono was sitting there last week. Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I think that's racist. I think that was the attendant, and you're just being racist.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Thought I could hide it from everybody. Why does
look, now
get
the girls,
buffet?
because they're the Horsemen. Why wouldn't they get a buffet?
No, I realized how stupid that question was after it came out of my mouth. I think at this point in time, like, there's only really 3 Horsemen, right? It's Arn, it's Flair,
Arn, Flair, and Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hadn't added a 4th yet.
Oh, well,
Punch the head. Punch the head.
Good.
Are you going to... yeah. Nope. Blocked. Dead. Get up there, Joe Flaherty. Jackass.
It's on the way to Sizzler.
Slipped.
You want to go to the Red Lobster and get some grub?
Hope we have an older audience so they know what Happy Gilmore is.
Not me. I hope we have a young audience because they probably haven't seen Happy Gilmore.
That's what I meant.
And they need to go watch Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, finish this podcast and finish this Nitro first, but then go watch Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
Was that close to this time? That's probably about this time.
Yeah,
96 Happy Gilmore?
I would have guessed 98, but yeah, this right around here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean,
Same
Billy
time
Madison first,
time ish.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, here's
Would
the
you like-
figure four we're back to.
We're back, dude.
We're back!
We're back.
The Ric Flair's going to
Get knocked out by the ref?
bump from Brady Anderson twice.
Twice. Shoving him around.
He's done. No!
Oh, now they're all mad.
No!
Nah. Let him know,
Son
Ric
of a
Flair.
bitch! Ah!
Hey, this is the coolest haircut Ric Flair ever had.
Oh,
Oh, it bumps
He did
on the
it
floor,
again.
dude.
what's he doing?
So just every time that ref shoves him, Ric Flair takes a bump. You know,
He went to grab that chair. He's like, oh, not this one, I guess.
who's the horseman attendant tonight?
That's Sergeant Craig Pittman.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was Mr. Curtis.
Yeah, I think that's right. All right, we moved to Heenan and Bischoff, and I think they're usually off on the ramp. Oh, we got back into this match. Good.
Yeah, no, we still got more of this match.
Okay. Well, now I'm glad. I just thought it was going to be over. Nice. I don't know, like, watching this, I can't tell, but, like, I know that Anderson's neck was, like, an edge level neck injury when he retired.
Yeah.
So nowadays he might be able to come back from it and stuff, but he had the spinal stenosis type of thing and fusion and all that, like, and that happened not too long after this. I know that. So it's like watching this, it's a little bittersweet, like, because you still see him working his ass off and how good he is, and he's probably in a lot of pain, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, man, I just assume anybody who wrestled during the 80s, I just assume when they were wrestling in the 90s, they were in a lot of pain and taking a lot of painkillers.
Yeah, especially Anderson. I don't think Anderson ever took a day off. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ever remember him being injured. Remember the first point in my life when I was ever watching WCW, I was like, it was WCW Saturday Night, and every week Arn Anderson was the TV champ. And every week I was like, God damn it. Somebody beat him.
Yep.
And then finally when somebody did, I was like, yes. And then I was like, oh, yeah, that's how it was supposed to be.
Yep.
He was doing a great
now
job.
Now these years later, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, you ready for a hot take?
Yes.
I don't get the hype behind Ricky Morton.
Me neither. I can say this, though. I've seen maybe a handful of Rock and Roll Express matches, and I want to say probably 3 of them were in this era, beyond their prime.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the hype was. I'm sure that, you know, in their corner of the world, they got people behind them. I've always heard Flair, Anderson talk glowingly about them and how good they were to work with and how easy of a night it was.
Yep.
But they've never done anything for me either.
Yeah, so I always I have to say the same thing. I've seen a handful of matches from them when they were in their prime, because their prime was like, you know, territory days that weren't recorded, and you know what I mean. Sellouts in, you know, the Greensboro Coliseum and all these places, you know, things that were never seen before.
Right.
And any match I've seen them in, they seem good. Like, I'm not saying this to discount their abilities.
Yep.
I'm saying this because, like you said, you know, I've heard, you know, guys like Flair and Anderson say things like, if you can't get over beating up Ricky Morton, you can't get over.
Right, yeah.
And then I watch Ricky Morton get beat up, and I'm like, okay.
So I wonder, I wonder how much of it is because you know, you hear it now,
right?
And the guy taking the heat in a tag match is called the Ricky Morton.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So was that a model that they helped
to propagate? Probably.
Yeah. You know, and so maybe that's where the legacy is.
Yeah, probably.
And it's just one of those understated things where they mastered the heat and the hot tag type of thing.
Yeah.
And maybe it was all them, you know, like that brought this to the forefront for tag team wrestling.
Maybe.
And I honestly don't know, but it's just a guess because, you know, you would think if, you know, at that point in time, if you're going to start calling the guy who gets all the heat the something roll, you would have called it the Marty Jannetty role, or you would have called, you know what I mean? Like one of these teams that was a bigger deal, in that era.
Yeah.
Like not just in a regional type of thing.
Yeah.
Flair sold the back more than Morton did.
High vertical suplex.
All right. Come on. What are these guys talking about? I'll stop reading the closed captioning.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
I just saw Randy Savage's name pop up on the bottom. I'm like, he's not even in this match.
They gotta remind us that this is where the big boys play.
That's right. Here's all the guys we signed.
Yeah, don't think it's just these guys who have phenomenal matches. We actually have some old WWF stars too.
Yeah, we have superstars that were built elsewhere. Too.
Just let it roll. Just let it roll.
All right, man. Flustered, frustrated. Yeah. Hit me.
Have another drink.
Okay.
All right, folks. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here.
Everybody, get off the internet.
We're about 52 in right now. So if you could, I'm gonna. Hopefully, I've edited it well enough that we're pretty close and it doesn't matter.
We all believe in you.
But just to give you guys kind of timestamp where we're at, we've got Arn Anderson
working that heavy
the headlock. Ricky Morton fighting, trying to come back, and man.
It's a good comeback.
The crowd is on there. The crowd is sitting on their hands, man. The crowd is just sitting there. And I was gonna say, we were kind of talking before about the headspace that the company is at, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you've got this match that is a main event anywhere, Greensboro Coliseum, whatever.
We're in the South.
Drew money for a long time.
Sure.
And you hear Rick,
huge NWA. Man.
Yeah, there's a huge NWA match, and you hear Ric Flair. You hear Ric Flair complain about stuff all the time, how they didn't get the respect they deserved, and they didn't get treated like the stars they were. But you know what? Like this match, the crowd is not super into this match. They're not jumping to their feet, like you see a few people come up and a few people are into it, and a lot of people are kind of sitting on their hands. And
you can say here, Morton and Gibson are probably about 6 years past their prime.
Yeah. Oh.
Nobody's seen them in a long time.
Well, Gibson's been dead for 5 years.
Good thing he came back in time to make that Happy Gilmore movie.
Yeah.
But they're past their prime. Ricky Morton can still go. He doesn't look gassed at all.
Yeah.
And he's been taking this heat the whole time, no problems at all. He's just doing what he does.
Well, and how long have Flair and Anderson been the Horsemen and been on top? You know what I mean? Yeah. You just need. Sometimes you need to cool guys off for a little bit so you can get them hot again.
Yeah.
And we hear that complaint at WWE, WWF, as if people should just keep getting pushed and pushed and pushed, and sometimes guys need to go away for a little bit, and especially, I also think it's a change in time, because it's different. Territorial TV was basically just a commercial for the house show, right?
Yeah,
and
TV was syndicated. It was in a small area,
right? And so when you showed up to the town and people saw you live, it was different than this thing. Now all of a sudden these guys are on TV having this match. This match is a 15-minute match.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been having the technical difficulties, so it seems like this is an Iron Man match for us. But
it's been an hour. It does seem like Morton was taking a lot of heat, like a good,
right,
5 to 8 minutes of it. So, and then he's right back up for these double teams. These guys can still throw drop kicks.
Yeah.
Getting them in there. I mean,
haven't even broken a hip yet.
They've probably done what they've done their entire. Haven't even broken a hip. I bet neither one of them are as old as Flair. Which is ridiculous to say, but
Flair was born. Oh, what's woman doing? Did woman?
Oh, that DDT!
DDT.
Woo.
Dropped him.
Boy,
that's got to be.
Nope.
Almost.
Whoa.
Almost. Sorry, Ricky Morton.
Are you booing Ricky Morton, or was that 3?
I don't know. That
Too
one
confusing.
I mean, that was definitely 3.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide. I mean, I guess some of the fans like it, some of the fans don't. There's a lot of fingers going up.
Yeah.
And there was one, I don't know if you saw, one lady was a Public Enemy fan. So
that was their fan.
Oh, that was one.
Her.
That's why they
traveled with them.
That's why WCW brought him in. Like, look at that lady. Hire him.
That's the end. It's the DDT. It's the go home. It's the finish. Oh, if you tried harder, Morton, you might have got him.
I got your elbow.
Hey,
too late.
Get off of it.
Too late.
Heenan came down to tell Woman and Miss Elizabeth something, but I don't know if he was just trying to tell them how to do their job, or did he come out of the commentary position to do that, or what?
Who knows, man? We hadn't seen anybody. I mean, they hadn't advertised. I don't know if they had switched the commentary yet, because we haven't seen. Because Nitro switched in the middle of this match.
Yeah, I saw him say earlier they were going to go to Bobby the Brain and Eric Bischoff, but I don't know when.
Yeah.
I thought it went at the second hour. That'd be weird to happen in the middle of a match, wouldn't it?
I don't know, man.
That's the most WCW thing that's ever happened. Not weird for them.
No. It's perfectly normal. How else would they do it?
Yeah, you're right.
How else would
Nobody
they do
else
it?
does it this way.
Dude, yeah, let's see those arms, Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Best body in the... Right there.
State area.
best body in the... Between him and
those two guys.
Mean Gene.
And Flair. And Heenan, probably.
I don't know, man. Flair and Anderson's body were very different.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough. I don't know who's better. Like, neither of them were, like, body guys.
No,
you know
never.
what I mean? Like,
Flair.
Flair.
They were both stamina guys. They could both go and go and go and go and go. Man.
Well, that's what you had to be able to do for those guys.
Yeah.
Because nobody would lose, so you had to be able to wrestle to a time limit draw no matter what.
Yeah, and it was always an hour time limit.
Yeah,
You're the champ.
Yeah.
We're going to a draw tonight, Harley.
Right.
Okay, kid. Probably a lot easier with Steamboat.
I don't know.
Harley would have coughed a cigarette out on you every now and again.
You had to stop for a cigarette break.
I'm not going an hour without a cigarette break.
They didn't have rest holds. They had cigarette breaks. Grab a headlock, kid.
Yeah.
You just smoking in the headlock.
All right. Ready.
He told me, I trained with Harley Race.
Yeah,
he told me that story.
Oh. You guys heard it here first. Harley Race used to take rest holds and smoke cigarettes.
Yep.
True stories.
True story.
From Inside the Ropes, starring Jaron McCaffrey.
I trained with Harley for 6 months. I never saw Harley without a cigarette.
I bet there's a lot of people. I bet the majority of people who have seen Harley Race didn't see him without a cigarette.
Man.
Like, not on television, obviously, but, like, saw him in person.
Yeah.
Because I saw him at WrestleMania 3, and I don't think he took a smoke break with the Junkyard Dog at all. But I bet anything he had like a pack of cigarettes in that king crown that he wore out there.
Yes.
So he could hit one right when he got back through the curtain.
do a bit, yeah. Yeah, he had Bruce Pritchard light one up and have it waiting for him.
Exactly. I'm kind of sad that we're missing this Heenan stuff, to be honest with you. Oh, Flair's going to dance with a woman. Oh, what is that?
It's
a trophy.
In 1988, he won the All Madden trophy.
Oh.
He was the manager of John Madden's team. Now everybody respects John Madden. I'm on the back here with Joe Montana, Mike Ditka, Tom Landry.
And right down here says manager Bobby Heenan. That's because they're doing the... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
I wonder if that's a legit thing. What team would that have been?
No.
You're the sports guy. I don't like sports.
No, it's not a thing.
He's got the plaque.
I know. His name's not on there.
How do you know?
I don't know.
He just showed it.
Do you want me to pause it and look closer
No.
with all the problems we've been having?
No, probably not.
I hope he is, honestly. Like, that'd be the funniest
Well,
thing ever.
well, I feel like that was something. I mean, that name. I don't know anything about sports, football, nothing, because I don't care. That kind of seemed like maybe something that might have been a publicity stunt or like a celebrities
that's possible,
whatever
yeah.
type thing. You know what I mean?
That's possible. They could work something out like that.
Yeah,
Especially
I
Turner,
didn't. Yeah,
Turner Sports.
yeah, so I didn't know
Is
if
he
it
the
was.
champ?
Well, yeah. Who else would be the champ?
Oh, sorry.
Yo, brothers. Hey, the Hulkster hat. The Hulkster the fist hat, dude.
Is that one man gang?
Yeah, yeah.
In WCW?
Invader.
Awesome.
So we've got the little Hogan package. Man, I have told people about. So when they first started doing the WWE 24/7 thing, is this a Glacier promo?
I hope so.
Awesome.
Mortal Kombat.
Fatality. Excellent.
It is Glacier. Oh my God. I remember this so much too, dude. I'm ashamed of my childhood.
Oh man, dude, our childhood, this wasn't even our childhood. This was like our teen years.
Yeah.
There's Bischoff and Heenan.
Still.
Eric Bischoff, Bobby Heenan, dude.
Hey, I think Bischoff's an underrated commentator. That might be a hot take.
No, I don't think it is. I agree.
I thought he was pretty good.
I
at
agree.
it. I thought he was pretty good.
I think if it's a hot take, it's because people only remember when he was doing it as the NWO.
Yeah.
Because he stopped caring at all. You know,
Yeah.
He was
pushing.
He was so
yeah.
well. He was so in character. It took away from everything.
Uh-huh.
You know, when he was doing that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know, but I always appreciate when I ever go back and listen to stuff like this. I always appreciate it. He's got a very, I kind of put him and Shivani and actually, I'm only just recently starting to appreciate Michael Cole.
Oh yeah.
And there's something, I don't know how I want to say this, like. My memories, like I want to hear Gorilla and Ventura.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
or Gorilla and Bobby. I think maybe I prefer Gorilla and Bobby, but I can't. Like, it's 1 and 1A. So
Gorilla and Bobby are low for me.
Really?
Gorilla low.
Oh yeah.
Gorilla Ventura.
They're number 2.
Gorilla Ventura.
Yeah.
JR and King.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, man. I always really liked. I don't want to put them on this level, but I did always really like Joey Styles and Cyrus the Virus. Like, I feel bad saying that, man, but
well, that's a testament to Joey Styles. Oh my God! But it's a one-man booth, dude. Like, you can't find a lot of guys who could do what Joey Styles did.
For sure.
You really can't.
But with
even
Cyrus,
with all the weird gimmicks and stuff too,
Yeah.
like he did. Like, you can't. As much as I've complained about Joey Styles in my life, like, mad respect for him.
definitely. And I always love, dude. He's one of my favorite moments in wrestling because when he did
even this film package, what the fuck?
it's the Hogan
Is this
package,
20
dude.
minutes long?
Almost.
God.
Almost.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was gonna say this about Michael Cole.
Yeah.
The reason it has taken so many people so long to appreciate Michael Cole is because it is impossible to follow a legend.
Like JR?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Ice Train!
The thing I was gonna say about Cole and Shivani and Bischoff prior to the NWO, they were almost too professional.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
So
when I'm watching wrestling, I want Gorilla and I want JR.
Yeah.
And they are wrestling guys and wrestling commentators.
Yeah.
And those other guys are almost too professional where it makes them seem bland.
So honestly, and here's the funny thing about that is, like, through the history of wrestling, like Gorilla and JR are the outliers.
For sure.
Like Gordon Sully, Lance, whatever his name, Lance Stevens or whatever, Lance.
Oh man,
God damn!
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Take our license away. Those guys all sounded like sportscasters.
Yeah.
And we're just here for
fabulous
the
suplex.
Yeah. And
here comes the Giant.
That's with
his manager. He just managed everybody. He just managed everybody.
Yeah.
If you're a heel, every heel.
Yep.
Every bad guy.
Steven Regal's the only one he wasn't out there for.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he's been out there in every match.
And the Horsemen, who I'm not sure were heels.
Yeah, well, he should have been out there for Rock and Roll Express, dude. They might have won. Baby, come on, baby.
Dude, he was more rock and roll than they were. He wrote all those songs.
He did. He has a gold record. Gold records. He has as many gold records as Sergeant Craig Pittman has gold medals.
Nice. All right, bro. What about Paul White?
Yep. This era Paul White is
terrible.
But man, can you imagine if he looked like this 10 years later?
I mean, he looked like this 15 years later. He looks better now, dude. He has abs now.
Well, yeah, but
he's got a six. Last time he was on TV, he had a six-pack.
He's so lean and athletic here. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Oh, dude.
He's young, man.
He's young.
He's youthful here. Even though he looked better, you know, and he had better arms and more definition.
Yeah, for sure.
Is this just over? Just choke slam, you're done?
Well, at this point, good job. Way to get up there, Ice Train. He got up so good, he's just hung in midair.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, goodness.
God damn it. Let's watch that again.
Yeah.
Okay, Big Show's stretched again. He got hit. Oh, that's why this happened. He got hit in the ankle with a megaphone, dude.
Hitting the ankle with a megaphone.
And
all the way up.
Dead.
That's it.
Good main event, though.
It can't be the main event.
Yeah, don't we have the Steiners and Sting and Luger?
Yeah, I hope so.
God, I hope not. I want to.
Dude, that match was just a choke slam.
Yeah.
You know, like. So here's the thing, like the legend is that, you know, the Big Show showed up
Scott Norton.
Oh, is he gonna have a match?
Oh,
it's gonna be a double match.
Because he was.
Come on, you cheated at him. Fire and Ice, yeah.
Yep.
Nope, get him. Oh,
he's dead.
Big choke slam on Scott Norton.
Look at those guys get up for him,
man.
I like it. Maybe that was all Paul White.
Everybody's just, I mean, they're.
Yeah, get another one. All right, thanks.
Yep, everybody's just there to put the Giant over. Anyway, so the legend being that, you know, Paul White showed up at the power plant, started training a little bit, and then Hogan and all them guys came in and were like, okay, stop training him, essentially, because we don't want him to learn how to work too good. We want him to be able to be a big guy. If he learns how to work too good, he won't be a good big man, right?
Yeah. Thank God high voltage is out here, by the way.
Well, somebody's got to help Fire and Ice.
I'm glad it's Chaos and Ruckus.
And, like, you know, I've gone back and forth sometimes. Like, sometimes I get it. I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying. But sometimes I'm like, how short-sighted can you be? You know what I mean? Like, that clearly means, like, you didn't do that to help him. You didn't do that because you thought he'd be a success. You did that because
you money with him.
Right, because away. You thought you could draw money with him, and then
and then
fart him off to
and
the
Hogan
out.
came in there and looked around and was like, who the fuck? I can't work Flair for 4 years. You know what I mean?
Did he work Flair for 1 year, though? I mean, he could have worked Flair.
Probably that first year.
You know, I've never believed. The WWE always complains, like, when they got Flair. You know, you hear him tell the story, like, oh, we ran Hogan Flair 3 times right away, and it didn't draw. Like, hold the phone, guys. Yep. Bullshit.
Yep.
Bullshit.
I was a big wrestling fan, but I knew who the fuck Ric Flair was when he showed up. I was like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to see Hogan and Flair.
Right.
And I'm super glad we saw Savage and Flair at that Mania.
Yeah.
But, like, everybody wanted to see Hogan and Flair.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Everybody has wanted to see Hogan and Flair, and I just have never believed that story that, like, oh well, we tried it and it didn't draw. I don't buy it. Not buying it, Bruce Pritchard.
Ice Train.
Not buying it. These guys are
here first.
These guys are still in the ring.
They're dead, dude.
It was a couple choke slams. Scott Norton, get up.
Scott Norton can't feel his arm.
There's a couple choke slams. Get up.
No.
Oh,
Nick Patrick's in there.
Knocked out. It's ridiculous.
Wait a minute. He's not moving too well, is he?
Who's coming?
We've got to go. Hugh Morris. Well, he's scheduled to wrestle next. Those are some great eyebrows, though. How do you even grow those?
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty happy about this.
This is ridiculous. Hugh Morris. Why does he have question marks all over his tights?
Because he's the Riddler.
But he's not. He's humorous.
Is Hugh Morris not a Riddler name?
Edward
Nigma? What's wrong with you? Yeah!
Whoa!
Oh, it's paint. It's not a real eyebrow.
Oh, did you?
You thought it was real. I know.
I thought you thought it was real. Why do you leg drop Scott Norton? Is this a match?
Hey, why did we start the match? Norton didn't get up and say,
I was going to say, is the match Scott Norton versus Hugh Morris?
Nick Patrick doesn't give a fuck.
The match is Scott Norton and Hugh Morris. This is dumb.
And that was a pin?
This is dumb. Well, no, he kicked out. He didn't finish it.
Okay, thank God.
Or maybe he did finish it. I don't know.
We're going to see the big Hugh Morris moonsault.
It's WCW. Don't let it, or even go get him. Look at this lunatic. What they're talking about. Elbow drop. Elbow drop. Elbow drop.
Easiest match Scott Norton ever had in his career.
Right? Scott Norton's like, I like it. Do some more.
I'm an Ice Train. Ice Train was Fire and Ice, but they didn't call it Fire and Ice. They called it Ice Train. No, they called it Fire and Ice. Ice Train was Ice Train. I'm an idiot, sorry.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm drunk.
They didn't call Scott Norton Scott Fire Norton.
They should have.
He was the Flash.
Why are we trying to make
Why was he the Flash, man? Why was he Scott Flash Norton?
Obviously.
He never did anything in a Flash.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Look at how he's getting up. He's getting up for this moonsault.
Hey, so
what's better than taking a moonsault laying down from a guy Hugh Morris' size? Taking one standing up.
He's gonna catch him, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Jesus. Oh, nope. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, there's no way, man. Like I'm sure, I know, right? Like I know Scott.
Is that a pin?
That's it.
Of course it is.
It choked him out, and now he's fine. He's up. He's fine. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Scott Norton.
I'm pinning everybody with a choke from now on.
Okay.
Illegal choke's my pin.
Okay, good.
I do it in every match.
Why wouldn't you?
I should have won a lot more.
You should have won a lot more. Dude. Oh, dude, that was the dumbest thing. What the hell was that, dude?
Event coming up right after this. He could be humiliated. Wow. Who's that guy? Oh, that's Rick Steiner. Sorry. Who else wore those
couldn't
shorts?
You tell from the shorts? I was gonna say.
I didn't see the shorts. I only saw the weird hat.
Dude, couldn't you tell from the pastel purple sweatshirt?
Let's draw up. Oh my God.
Are they? They're drawing a game plan. They've got stick figures in a ring.
WCW magazine. Wow.
It turned that kid into Sting.
So much production value. This is the best. Oh!
Powder in the eye of Hogan.
Yeah.
Dude, this is crazy. I didn't know they did all this.
This is crazy.
Who's that choke slamming? Who's that dude choke slamming Medusa? Did you see
Colonel
that?
Robert Parker.
I hope so.
Or Tom Parker, whatever his name was.
Goodness.
That was a match at on that Uncensored. The Tower of Terror. We're going to have to watch that soon.
We're going to have to watch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the... Well, it can't be the worst WCW thing they ever did.
Oh, by far not.
It was awful. Man, it's awful.
All right, so here we go. We got a training vignette coming up. Kevin Green and Mongo McMichaels.
Mean Kevin Green.
Working out in the ring.
Hey,
can't be,
we need somebody to train...
Why do they have a football in the ring, dude?
We need somebody to train Kevin Green how to wrestle. How about Mongo? Wait, Mongo doesn't know how to wrestle, guys.
Oh, he was at WrestleMania.
That's right. The year before. Oh, boy. And those first couple of nitros, he had his dog with him.
Dude, they've got a ring.
Yeah.
They've got a ring on a whiteboard. And they're figuring out a game plan with stick figures, dude. This is amazing. Why did he just drew that dude's leg into a football. His legs are going to turn into a football, and then he's going to swim over.
I feel like between this year and 1998, Mongo aged 27 years, dude. Is that possible?
Yes. Well, he's only 18 here, bro.
He played for that 85 Bears team when he was 12?
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Which, for you counting at home, would have been 11 years prior to this, so you obviously would have been 7. Snap it to a Slim Jim, Kevin Green.
Gotta keep the protein up.
Yeah,
what the fuck is happening, dude?
This has got to be the best.
Oh my gosh! Why is he just drawing circles?
I've seen that.
Like,
Arn Anderson DDT, baby.
Like, what can Mongo possibly be saying here? These two guys over here, they're circles. I'm gonna draw them like circles, and so they over here, and then we these X's here.
No,
I'm gonna draw this X.
Yeah.
Nah, baby.
We're X's, they're O's.
Nah,
Nature
you go
boy.
over here.
Don't
you
get
tackle
that
him,
DDT,
dude.
brother.
We should probably listen
Maybe
to
I'll
this.
penetrate the line and
But
scrimmage.
I'm not gonna.
Kevin Green's wearing knee pads, and so is Mongo.
Well, they just got out of the ring.
You're
They were
right.
just training. Come on, man.
I forgot.
Come on, man. Get your
I figured like maybe they taped this
shit together.
at a different time or
No, definitely not.
You got your Slim Jim.
This can't possibly be
That's it. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? The
Yeah, Macho.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They doing
Coach
this.
Macho. Yes. Come on.
Macho's gonna coach him.
We got the phone number, baby. Call him.
They're gonna call him the Macho Man.
Yes.
Well,
he's been banned from WCW.
Well, the Horsemen are gonna have Bobby Heenan with them. Why wouldn't they have?
That makes sense.
Why wouldn't they have the Macho Man with them?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man.
Oh goodness.
Yes. Wearing those Michigan letter jackets. Awesome. Letterman's jackets. Rick Steiner wrestling headgear. Why isn't that a thing ever again?
Wrestling headgear?
Yeah, why was it only Rick Steiner that did that?
Rick Steiner was the only one who cared about his ears. I thought that was obvious.
I've seen a lot of amateur wrestlers and
they don't care about their ears?
Their ears are all fucked up even though they wore headgear.
That's what I'm saying. Have you ever seen Rick Steiner's ears?
No.
Immaculate.
Yeah?
They're beautiful ears.
Like a baby's ear?
like a baby's ear.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, heard it here first.
Lex,
here we go.
Luger,
Rick Steiner.
Total Package, Sting,
Lex
versus
Luger.
Steiner Brothers. It's going to be a good
Yeah!
one. There's 3 workers in this match. And Lex Luger.
And Lex Luger. Dude, Luger's... I don't even know, man.
He's at the top of his game here, though.
He
came into WCW.
I mean, really, he was. Like, did he have
there.
a bottom of his game?
No, probably not. Somebody
like
just threw their hat in the ring. Nick Patrick threw it back at somebody and killed him.
That's probably not true.
He did. Luger came in the fall before when they started Nitro, right on top.
Right.
Showed up at Mall of America looking like an idiot.
Yep.
And
in his pirate shirt.
Yeah, pirate shirt and Zubaz. And then the next week he's wrestling Hogan on TV.
Right.
You know, so they brought him in as a big deal.
Except they didn't pay him as a big deal, supposedly.
Really?
Which I always thought was weird.
So do you just go back for the lesson schedule, or?
I've never heard Lex Luger say why he went back. I've only ever heard Bischoff talk about setting it up, because Sting came to him and was like, "Hey, he might want to come back. Are you interested?" And Bischoff says that he was not interested.
Savage is calling in on the phone.
Oh, awesome. So anyway, Bischoff talks about not being interested and offering him a salary that he expected to be turned down, and offering it so low so it would be turned down, and then he accepted it. So I don't know. I guess it was probably the reduced schedule. I mean, who knows?
And maybe he just wanted out of the WWE that bad.
Yeah, who knows? Well, he did have a couple big years at the WWE, so he was probably checking out the bank account, being like, I'm probably good for a couple years.
Yeah.
even if I take a hit, I'm probably good for a couple of years.
Yep. You saw this a lot on Nitro at this point in time too. So, and this kind of helps set the stage for that NWO versus WCW thing.
Yeah.
Where the faces in WCW and the heels in WCW couldn't unite with one another.
Right.
So, like, these two face teams right here
Yep.
are at each other's throats for weeks.
Yep.
Right. So that gives the NWO a perfect opening to come in and take over.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a big deal at this point in time. Like, they blurred these lines a lot, where you would get main events on Nitro where it was face.
Yeah.
And you'd even get finishes for them sometimes. Not a lot on Nitro. You didn't get a lot of finishes. But you'd get face main events.
Yeah.
You'd get heelish main events. You would get that a lot in this era in WCW. We'll be back. Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Here's this hairy guy with headgear working over Luger.
He's got his fingers all taped up too. Like,
are they really brothers? They are.
Yeah, they're really brothers.
Man, could they not look any different at all?
Man, I feel like,
I guess they look similar in the face, but my God.
Well, I think though too, like when you really look at like their body shape, I think their bodies, you can see their bodies have the same shape. Just one guy goes to the gym and one guy doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you look at their actual body shapes, the main difference is the arms.
Yeah, and you look 5 years earlier, and they look probably a lot more similar.
A little closer, yeah,
now.
for sure.
Yeah. But Scott was definitely way after it at this point in time.
Oh, for sure. Well, bro, he wasn't being tested anymore.
No. Got to get them tests.
No wellness policy in 1969. Oh, what? 1996.
Oh, Luger came in to break that up, just shoved him. Here you go. Here's your shove.
Well, he's got a house. How else do you want him to stop that, bro?
Just saying. Nick Patrick should have been here for it. I don't remember ever noticing this, but the WCW refs are wearing the exact same thing that WWF refs wore.
Oh, really?
So that light blue shirt, gray shirt, whatever, with a bow tie.
I don't know.
And I feel like I remember them wearing stripes, but maybe that never happened.
Did they wear stripes later?
I thought so. One of them went to stripes.
I don't know. I remember WWE doing the SmackDown polos.
Mm-hmm. But one of them went to stripes before the other one. Oh, my God. Who invited this guy?
Chill out. Just making a drink, bro. It's the drunk. Can I make a drink?
You can do what you want.
It's the Drunk Rasslin podcast.
Drunk Rasslin podcast. We're doing a watch along. Lex Luger just threw the most perfect, beautiful power slam I've ever seen in my life. Just testing you.
Oh,
it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. I wasn't watching.
I mean, I'm not.
I was mixing a drink I don't want to drink.
Say that. Yeah, you were.
You remember that night?
All I can ever think of when we're watching this on mute, Luger gets hit. He's going, ah!
Oh!
Every time. And every time he throws a stomp, ah! Every time.
For sure. Dude, these guys are
I
battling.
Just broke somebody's speaker.
Sorry, guys. These guys are battling on the outside. And Sting is just standing there watching. Like they were double.
No, he's got him now, though.
Well, he's in there now, but they were just double teaming Luger on the outside a minute ago, and Sting was just kind of standing there, being like, "Oh yeah, cool."
Hey, Sting was never a heel, was he?
I guess not.
It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I mean, he probably wasn't heel in TNA, I'm sure.
Well, they were I don't think he was. I don't think Sting's ever been a heel.
The crowd wouldn't let him be a heel. I bet he tried to do heel stuff in TNA.
I don't think he did, though.
Really?
Nah.
That's a 30-year career,
I think he just awesome. Showed up and he was Sting.
Oh!
Whoa.
Yep. Hey!
There's the Giant.
Yeah!
Oh,
that's a good.
One, who came up with that, man?
No, he got his leg under him, helped him.
Yeah. What if you come out and choke slam him on the outside? Is he going to take that? No. Okay.
Scott Steiner killed a cameraman, I think.
Well, that cameraman can.
Yeah, he had it coming. Yeah. Oh, this is what we're going for. This is Great American Bash.
Giant and Lex Luger?
Yep.
I don't want to see it.
What are you?
That can't be a good match, right?
Yeah, I can't even remember. Oh, he just kicked him in the nuts, though.
Luger sucks, and the Giant was untrained. Like, how could that be a good match?
He didn't have to be trained. He just had to do that stuff.
Apparently.
And leap over the corner with Loch Ness that one time. And only me and you know what we're talking about.
No, everybody knows. Everybody remembers that classic The Giant versus Loch Ness match.
Yeah, they do.
Let's take all three of these guys. Hey,
where's Rick at?
Hey, this looks super dumb, but like the crowd is coming up for this, man.
He worked all week on that bump.
He did. They rehearsed that. Come on, baby, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
get him out of here, Jim. Though. Watch out. Oh.
Don't hit Sting with it, though. Hit Scott with it. It's fine.
Come on, baby, you don't want to fight those three guys? Let's get out of here. How you like my Jimmy Hart? It's pretty good, Jimmy Hart.
It's pretty good, dude. I hope he just steps on Rick Steiner's face as he walks out. Well, what a night. Don't go anywhere. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. What a night we've had. We've got a new coach. Bobby Heenan.
You can have it. You can have it.
He's got that plaque. He's still got that plaque, man.
Don't come ringside. So these Nitros, too, they would cut away at the end and come back. And up until this point, they didn't do anything when they came back. Like, they never did.
What do you mean?
They'd go away for a commercial break and then come back.
Uh-oh. Oh, so just like at the end of the night?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we're getting something tonight.
Yeah.
Because here's the man, Scott Hall. What's he doing here?
The outsider. Just relax, Chico.
Just relax, Chico.
Oh, man. Indistinct.
They don't speak Spanish or what?
Good stuff.
Look
all denim.
That's a real Canadian tuxedo.
I might do the next podcast this way.
Bro, if you get an all denim outfit, it's got to be stonewashed. It's got to be light stonewashed denim.
Anybody out there knows stonewashingforfatguys.com. You guys let me know. Oh, Sting.
Oh,
Sting's got something to say. Wait a minute.
Sting doesn't look like he has anything to say.
No.
Sting's just like, hey, what's going on here?
Hey, we're out.
Hey, what's this? What's this about?
Man, came out here last week. That's right. Said some horrible things about WCW. Oh, Bischoff took off the headset, dude. He's ready.
What's he ready for?
I don't know. To conduct this interview.
He just... You got to get serious. Hold on.
You're in the jungle, baby. This is WCW.
That's right.
Hold on.
I mean, I guess they probably wanted to, like, it's just all, like, they're pulling that microphone back and forth. Hold on, calm down.
Fight?
You wanna fight? Yeah, man.
You guys just listen to this. I don't mean to talk over it, but that's why we're being silent, because this is a great deal. Nobody tells me when to do it.
Oh, slap in the face. Sting ain't putting up with it, and now there's real cops.
Please. One of them's a real cop.
They both look like real cops to me.
The other guy got kicked off the force.
Oh, he's got a big surprise for you next week.
Yeah, Chico. What was that guy's name? Doug Dillinger.
Doug Dillinger.
Doug Dillinger!
We toasting Doug Dillinger?
Yeah.
I guess why wouldn't we?
We need to put up a toast anyway.
That's it. That's the night.
Guys.
Monday Nitro. Closing out. So they made it feel, they were trying again to make it feel like, he just showed up at the end of the night here.
Yep. They saved it for the very last segment.
Yep.
And in the last show is in the middle of the show.
Right. I think that makes it feel a little more rehearsed at this point, but they probably didn't care as much at this point, right?
No, so they popped that rating.
Yep.
That first week,
right?
But next week they're going to pop it again.
Yeah.
So
they want people to watch. They want people to watch all the way to the end to see if Scott Hall shows up
and
again.
They already knew.
Or Razor. See if Razor shows up again.
Razor shows up, and they already knew what they had in store for next week.
Yeah.
Because they knew he was coming.
Yep.
And next week it goes off the rails.
Yeah.
So.
But hopefully you guys will join us next week as we are continuing our run up to. Well, apparently now we got to stop and watch Great American Bash
96
before we get to Bash of the Beach. But guys, we'll be back next week. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Thank you for listening. We had some technical difficulties, so hopefully we weren't too far off by the end of tonight.
We probably were, though.
I'm gonna try and work some editing.
Internet sucks.
I'm gonna try and work some editing magic.
It's all on him.
I'm gonna try and work.
This thing was a train wreck.
I'm gonna try and work some editing magic. Make it come together. Guys, thanks again for joining us this week. Make sure you
like and subscribe
and drop us a comment down below. Rate us if you're listening to the audio version. You can find us every week on YouTube, drunkwrestling.com. That's not a thing.
It is.
Just find us on YouTube at Drunk Wrestling.
Oh.
Drunk Wrestling Podcast.
/Drunk Wrestling's a thing. Yeah. DrunkWrestling.com is also a thing.
Head over to Facebook and find us on Drunk Wrestling on Facebook. Like us there. Follow us.
Yeah.
Ask us questions or send us requests. We love doing fan requests.
Yeah, we just did 2 of them in a row.
And of course, if you like the audio version, you can find us on Podbean, Stitcher, Google Play, the Apple Podcast, Spotify,
all of them.
Yeah, pretty much wherever you find our podcast, you can find us. And if we're not on your favorite podcasting platform,
let us know.
And we'll get on there.
Twitter @Drunk Wrestling.
Guys, as always remember to drink responsibly, and we will see you next week for the next Monday Nitro on the run-up this historic NWO run. See you guys next week.
I don't know what's going on.
Yonzi.
We're going to fast forward 10 more seconds. See what happens.
Oh, wow. We're skipping ahead. Time warp.
Let's go back.
Let's do the time warp again.
Let's do the time warp again. Can you pause
It's
it?
just a hop to the left.
And a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight. Well, it's a pelvic thrust. What is going on?
I don't know.